You know, over the past few episodes, we've had pain, grief, destruction, and then into pain, revenge, destruction, and the birth of a new demon lord. Demon Lord Slime. Rimuru has really come a long way. And with the great sage, also known as Raphael now, probably, something like that, the souls of the departed are being restored. Shion's eyes opening. Are they going to be all there? Was this a success, or is there another step to make sure they don't lose themselves? And also, just how long is Rimuru going to stay second fiddle to this new Raphael, voice of the world? But if nothing else, everyone got a little power boost. Should be fun times ahead. The world is changing. What's with the vignette? We're in the past, that's why, okay. Flashback to the moment. So all the colours are slightly desaturated. See, it's a kind of a good plan. That will definitely test whether or not he has retained himself. But it might be better if she stayed dead, if that's the password. But as a welcome back present, having your great Rimuru say something like that. But where we left off, not only did Rimuru apparently succeed in bringing them back from the brink, putting their souls back into the bodies, but he also summoned a primordial. And what other feats are going to be shown in the future? There's another second half of Season 2. There's also the Slime Diaries, which I've seen people kind of describe as a slice of life reincarnated as a slime. So we're not quite done yet. The refraction of light through his body looked quite nice. Ah, that's what was blocking the light. And how long has she been sat there holding him? Of course, some of them are more emotional than others. It's not something that the average person can succeed in. It's not even something the average demon lord. I was wondering if they would change forms slightly. It doesn't seem it. So what, the better it gets, the closer to sentient this great sage, now Raphael, is going to be? Just go along with it for now, I guess. Password? The final boss is approaching. And of course she's beaming. Now this is going to put Raphael's newly acquired level up to the test. Find a way out of this. Please. He seems to be enjoying this. Is this the prize you get for being a demon lord? I think I'd prefer staying as a lower form. You came up with. He didn't just throw Benimaru under the bus, he threw him under the entire traffic jam. It's a good thing that Rimuru now has, like, ultimate physical pain resistance. Oh, God. He started it. Are you gonna... You might need a little bit more than that. Maybe curse resistance. It was nice knowing you. There have 3 days being typical, but there's been some further developments. One, is there a detachment already there waiting for him? All agreements. And are they free to decline this offer? I know it's a declaration of war, but... I don't think you're going to get an answer about that. I mean, Emilim is a demon lord without, like, a faction of her own. I guess that's warning enough. He's rather collected about all of this. It's good that he's thinking about his citizens. And it's probably already accepted that it's not going to be an easy fight, to say the least. It's unfortunate that things have went down this path. And he was also too late to do anything, unless they're still fighting after 3 days. Is she being controlled? Okay. Kind of a... What's with her hair there? A neat transformation, I guess. I'm not sure he needed the mane as well. And this is where they show, like, the most powerful attack and it does nothing, isn't it? She has an alternate form as well. So when she actually gets serious... Has some good sound effect to go along with it. You can tell why... Oh, pretty. An entire kingdom was destroyed in an instant when she got angry. Good thing they evacuated. Yeah, that's not something anyone could really go up against. Not just the city, not just the mountain, but several. There's sneak attack. So, what, has Clayman got more than just Milim? There's going to be a lot of refugees now. Well done. Knowing that Rimuru would probably give that kind of response anyway. Yeah, she is a lot more upfront about all this. From what we've learned so far, at least. Let me guess. Yeah, I don't think we needed the suspenseful pause. Is it true? Unless Clayman really wanted to off Demon Lords for, like, apparent no real gain. I mean, we've seen that him use those techniques before, like with Mulan. But how can Milim be so easily controlled? Is your memory really that bad? Rimuru, you killed the man. Oh, because he was kind of out of it, wasn't he? In and out of consciousness. Your job is done. See ya. Thanks for helping. You get no benefit or pay. It might be nice to have a well-spoken butler type. I mean, does he really pay his others, like the retainers? Oh, you are a demon lord. Are we getting a sing-along poem evening? So an already powerful entity. Let's give you a name as well. And we know what names can do in this world. It really goes along with Rimru's naming conventions so far. We didn't get... Oh, he's shrunk a bit. We didn't get this kind of intense way of showing when they're getting the naming magic power up before. Huh? It got rid of a lot of the excess frills on his outfit. Does he actually have a pocket watch as well? Yeah, being able to deliberate, give some of the tasks to others. Did that one solve itself? Wow, okay. So after becoming a demon lord, taking down the Falmouth Kingdom, now Veldora is close to release. You know. Is Raphael going to get a personification and see them in the flesh kind of thing? And above all, if the Tempest Federation gets the being like known as, do you want to head pat as well? Veldora loose on the world and part of the kingdom. I don't think there's going to be another repeat of getting attacked. It's been a while since we have been back to the cave. And it would be cool to see how they are used in unison. Maybe you can gather some more materials while you're here. Go scooting about like a slimy Roomba. And is it going to be a warm welcome? I thought just to have a look at rather than make a mirror or anything. My God, I'm gorgeous! Yep, there's no time to stand around admiring yourself. We have to release Veldora. What was the percentage chance that this would succeed? Soul Corridor. Well, he seems to have matured a lot faster. Interesting take on fashion. That's the first words you spew. I mean, it makes sense because we saw the face several times in the opening, but didn't expect the big dragon to look quite like that. And also, her cooking there now has a completely different connotation. You know, usually she's been cooking out of just adoration or love, not out of wanting to hurt someone. It is good that we had, with so many of the issues, it's like, actually, now, forget about the church. The one that actually posed a threat to Rimuru earlier. That one's fine. Quite a good way to end. With the Kingdom of Falmouth pretty much handled with. He's got the replacements all lined up. All the other nations waiting in the wings. They've been informed of the attack, so how long before we get like the Dwarven come over here? Yeah, just check things out. All we really know is that if Milim really is following Clayman's orders, he must have some incredibly tasty honey. we know an easy way to get to her heart. And now that all of Rimru's compatriots have had a little power boost as well, what form will that take? Is it really wise giving Gobta more abilities? Also, I'm really quite curious as when Rimuru and Veldora come out of the cave, if anyone will recognise the giant, terrible figure that would be the dragon. And with the Beast Kingdom being wiped off of the map, how is that going to change the structure of the world? Are any more opportunistic kingdoms and places going to pop up? There's plenty of questions, and the beginnings of some very good storylines, especially with the knowledge that no one really should be afraid of death, as long as Rimuru's in the near vicinity. You've been cut down? Alright, let me just put up a barrier. Stand back up, please. Slime really has gone places. I know when I started this it was going to be some fantasy isekai gaining power, becoming kind of strong. But reaching the upper echelons of power in like 1.5 seasons. It works fast. And if nothing else, I'm kind of glad that there is this slight break and pause here, because I don't think any of us really can bear Shion's cooking. Let's put it off for a small while. If you've enjoyed this episode, and what it means and what it brings, consider letting me know down below. And if you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel and like the video. But for now, be it 8 hours or 3 days, get a bit of rest. See you in the next one. Should we ever need a passphrase for the channel, I don't think I'd ever choose one that would get me into mortal peril. But if you want to be the poison resistance to the unlawful cooking that is releasing videos on the internet, consider joining onto my Patreon, because the absolute stars of the show, that is Sal, Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Jennifer Rojas, Big Boy, Girly, Kite, Saltitron, Rasmus Paulson, Tano123, Dark Shadow 7899, Cardboard, Mauricio Lozano, and everyone else. Somehow, don't just find what I do edible, but downright delectable.